This playlist that I just started is all about Apostles' Doctrine. And the reason I chose that topic is because I'm always impressed with the church, the early church in Acts chapter 2, with all the fantastic fellowship, breaking of bread, prayer meetings. The apostles were working signs and wonders, and the people quite willingly shared what they had with those in need. But I think we all, me included, we all skip over the fact that they also continued in the apostles' doctrine. And I feel that that was the key to all the other good things that were happening among them. Because the apostles taught them the right way to live, they were able to live a righteous life. And so a righteous life always brings you blessings. And so that's what I would like to teach to other people right now. I feel that it's very much lacking in the Christian society right now. Even some of the best teachers don't really teach in a comprehensive way about the apostles' teaching. And so that's what I would like to do. So who are these apostles and why is their teaching so great? Well, 11 of the apostles were disciples of Jesus. So they went about with him for 3.5 years and he taught them intensively, and he even sent them out on some practicums. So to me, that sounds like a bachelor's degree right there. 3.5 years of intensive study coupled with some practicums, and you've got yourself a bachelor's degree. So of course they were able to take over the church when Jesus ascended back into heaven. They were well qualified, very well qualified to take over the teaching. And so whatever they taught us is exactly what they learned from Jesus. These people, they were martyred for what they believed in, and they refused to turn away from it. So we know that it must be good stuff. Something that someone is willing to die for has got to be good, right? And we can see the results in the church, in the early church, when they were being taught by the apostles. That was when everything was going right. But later on, of course, things started to change. The church got bigger and bigger. And actually more apostles were added to the numbers, for example, Paul and others too. And even though they went around teaching the people, after a while it got to be so big that they just couldn't do that anymore. So they started writing letters to the churches, and those have survived in the form of, what we call epistles nowadays. The epistles in the New Testament were all written by apostles. And that's the stuff that they were teaching the early church. So we do have the apostles' teaching written down for us. All we have to do is to search the scriptures and find those nuggets that will help us in our Christian walk so that our churches could be fantastic too. Now, most of the epistles were written by Paul. Some were written by Peter. A few things were written by John, and then 2 things were written by Jesus's half-brothers, James and Jude. James was actually the leader of the church in Jerusalem, and Jude was the younger brother of James. So that's what we'll be doing in this playlist. I hope to teach quite comprehensively, which means that I'm not going to skip over anything. If I'm going to do a topic, even if it takes me 2 or 3 videos to cover that topic properly, that's what I'll do. Because I want to teach in a very comprehensive way. And also, we will do some practical stuff too. I have practical tips. I'm an older woman, so of course I have practical tips. And of course, if you have practical tips, you can just write them in the comments, and then we can all learn from them. So until next time, my name is Paula, and this has been Room for Jesus. So see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.